What's up, guys? Drone worship in your face, and we're going to be talking about building your own DIY battery. This comes from Chris Goodall sent me this so that we could do the teardown. So I'm going to be making all of these videos in segment of how to tear this down, pull out the BMS, solder it, and calibrate it. So be ready for those videos. Also, guys, be aware that we do have the DIY battery mod for purchase for those of you that don't want to do the mod. For whatever reason, you can purchase that. Just go to soloflies.com. There'll be a link in the description of every one. You can thank John Brotherton for doing that for all of you guys. I'm just the technical aspect here. I'll just be showing you how to do the mod, how to do the calibration. I did do the Solex calibration write-up for you guys. So I'm not going to talk your ear off. Let's get started. We're going to pull this apart. I'm going to show you the easiest way to take this apart. And then we're going to go through the entire video segment for you guys. So this video will probably play before all of the videos. So if you missed any of them, feel free to jump back. It's going to be done by part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, so on and so forth until it's all done. Each one of my videos that I put out will be in the description of the video below, labeled, and the links will be there for you to click on so you guys can do that. Let's get started. Alright guys, what's going on? Drone worship back in your face. Today we're going to show you how to do the Solex calibration for new cells. As you can see, I have my tiny little 2200 mAh 4S battery that I've chosen, and this is not one I would normally fly with. This is just to show you guys how to do the calibration. So I have plugged the Molex connector and the BMS in. First thing we're going to do is come over here to the transmitter. We're going to turn on the transmitter. We'll get this going here. We're going to come back here to the power button like you normally would. Hold it down and it'll power up. There you go. As you can see, the Solo is now powering up. I'm going to bring you guys over here to the tripod so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and power on the tablet. Okay, and I'm going to try to make this as visible as I possibly can for you guys with as little amount of glare, and I'll try to walk you through the steps. So we're waiting for the Solo to power up and do all its fun stuff. It is now communicating with the tablet there. Let me have a seat so we can do this nice and smoothly. I'm going to pull this down and we are going to go to settings. You guys can see this. I'm going to go ahead and connect to Solo Link. Okay, good. It connected. Now we're going to open up Solex, which is the best app ever to use with the Solo. Move it this way to get rid of some of the glare for you guys. It is now connecting. 503 parameters have been set up, so the Solo is ready to go here for its calibration. What you're going to do after you connect to Solex, you're going to come up here to the corner of the 3 lines. You're going to push on that. You're going to scroll all the way down until you get to Vehicles. You're going to click on Vehicles. Then you're going to click up here in the corner. The Solo is, and you're going to see it pulls up all the information on the Solo. Now right here you have a start button, and it's set for medium speed. It tells you motor 1, motor 2, motor 3, and motor 4. You can test each one of these individually by pushing test. It'll run the motor for a sec. I just want to point out here, guys, okay, I'm going to move this real fast, that I have my Solo in an area where these props can spin and they're not going to hit anything. Remember, once you activate this, all these props are going to start spinning, and what's going to happen is it is going to take the Solo down to its complete and absolutely lowest voltage point before it shuts everything down. And you'll be able to monitor the voltage. It'll tell you what the voltage is on here. So all we're going to do is hit start. I'm going to run it at medium speed for the entire thing. The reason I left these on is because these are going to push downward air. It's going to keep everything nice and cool the whole time the motors are running. The best thing you can do is basically take the battery as low as possible. Let's say you have an RC truck or something else you can plug the 4S battery into before you do the calibration. The lower you get the battery, the faster the Solex calibration will be done, the less wear and tear you put on your motors and your machine. So I'm going to go ahead. That battery almost has a full charge, but it's only 2200 mAh. So I'm going to bring you guys back over here. So obviously kill the battery as low as you can, as quick as you can here. And so you guys should be able to see what's going on. The test is ready to be started. I'm going to go ahead and push start. It tells me my starting voltage is 15.86 at 78% battery. I'm going to hit start. And it says this will spin the motors at the selected speed setting until you stop them or the app shuts down from voltage. So that's what we're going to do to reset everything with the Solo. We're going to let this run until the entire unit shuts down. As soon as the unit shuts down, okay? As soon as the unit shuts down, you're going to immediately disconnect the battery. You're going to disconnect the BMS and keep it attached to the battery, and you're going to run over and you're going to plug it into your Solo charger. So let's get started here. I'm going to hit OK. And you'll see the motors now are starting to spin. There you go. It's going to do this for a while, guys. So I will see you when I come back. This is just going to sit on my table and spin like this for a long period of time until the voltage drops. So let me bring it back over here. And we'll stop in every once in a while and monitor the voltage. Right now it says I'm at 15.63 at 77%. So this has a long time. We're just going to let this sit and run for a while. I'll come back when the unit starts getting ready to shut down. Alrighty guys, as you can hear, it is almost getting done to finish up. It's blinking. The low voltage alarm has come on. And it says it is currently down to 13.97 at 7% battery. Right there. You guys can see that if my camera would zoom in. There you go, 13.91. And from this point on, it's going to diminish really quickly. So I'm going to leave it at this angle so you guys can see what's happening here. And as soon as it's done, I'm going to show you what my plans are. It's declining fast. It's about to shut down. 5%. You can hear the motor RPMs coming down now. 12.60, 12.55, 12.51, 12.48. Here we go. Charge flight battery. It completely shut down. So what we're going to do is turn this off now. That's turning off. We're going to shut the battery off now. Battery has been shut off. I'm going to immediately disconnect it. We're going to take the BMS over here to the charge station. I'm going to tilt this down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to immediately put this on the Solo charger. The battery's not hot, it's not warm, it's nothing. It wasn't under load, very heavy load at all, so it shouldn't have affected the battery. So we're going to plug it in now. There you go. Blinking light, red charge light. And what you're going to do now, guys, is you're going to leave this on the charger for 48 hours. And that is how you complete a Solex calibration. After a couple charge cycles, guys, and you run this battery through your Solo a few times and you run it down to at least 15% to 10%, then you give it a couple full charges, you will notice your charge time your flight time start to increase. The first time I took it out, I got like 13, almost 14 minutes, and then after about 12 charges, full charge cycles, I started getting 16, and then from 16 I got 7.5, a little over 17.5, a little over 17.5, almost 18 minutes out of my 5200 mAh Tattoo Gens Ace battery. So that is how you do a Solex calibration. Everybody's going to say, "No, isn't that really, really bad to run it down to that kind of voltage?" Because it wasn't under a strenuous load, it should not have affected the battery. As long as you immediately take it and plug it back in and start giving it a charge, from this point on, it'll take a 100% full standard regular Solo charge using the Solo charger, and like I said, you can use the Solo tool with it. So that is how you perform a Solex battery calibration. Be sticking around. I will show you the first flight of my 5200 mAh when we first completed this 8 months ago, and I hope you guys enjoy your DIY battery build. Don't forget to check the links in the description. If you guys don't want to do this whole thing and do all this yourself, Like I said, that BMS is reusable. Once you've built it, it's yours. Once that battery fails, you can just plug a new battery in, perform the recalibration, you're ready to go on new cells. So you don't even have to use Gen Z. So you can find cheap 4S batteries, but I'd be careful how cheap you go because a lot of those cheap batteries fail. I trust Gen Z's tattoo 100%. So anyways, guys, I hope this helped. And drone worship, I'll catch you on the flip. Don't forget to check out Solo Flies if you guys are interested in the DIY mod. You don't want to do it yourself. John, obviously his skill set is a little different than mine. I was really trying to whack these videos out quick for you guys because I had 8 of them, at least 7, and I have a regular life I have to attend to as well. So I hope all of this helped you. I hope all the tutorials push you guys to the next realm of DIY with your Solo. This is the cheapest way to keep your Solo flying and trusting it on good batteries. So we'll go ahead and let that battery take a charge. I'll see you guys on the flip. Toodaloo.